Welcome to our deep dive into Stardew Valley, one of the most beloved indie games of the last decade. Whether you're a long-time fan or just curious about what makes this game so special, you're in the right place. In this video, we're going to explore how Stardew Valley lets players build a farming empire, make meaningful relationships, and find peace in a pixelated countryside. We'll also look at how the community has expanded the game through mods, and why it still has long-term appeal years after its release. But before all that, let's talk about the man behind it all, because the story of how Stardew Valley was made is just as inspiring as the game itself. The creator of Stardew Valley is Eric Baron, who also goes by the name of Concerned A. Back in 2011-2012, Eric had just graduated from college with a degree in computer science, but he struggled to find a job, so he started working part-time as an usher at a movie theater. In his free time, he decided to improve his programming skills by creating a game. He was inspired by Harvest Moon, a farming sim from his childhood, but he wanted to make something deeper and more modern. At first, it was just a personal project, but soon it grew into something much bigger. Eric did everything himself. He programmed the game from scratch. He made all the pixel art. He wrote the dialogue and storylines. He composed the entire soundtrack. He used a game development engine called Microsoft XNA, which is a now discontinued framework for building 2D games in C#. Every part of the game was handcrafted, often with trial and error. It took him 4.5 years of solo work to finish the game. There were no outside developers, no big team, just one man working day and night in his apartment. He released Stardew Valley in February 2016 on PC, and it quickly became a massive success. Within 2 months, the game had sold over 1 million copies. Since then, it has sold over 41 million copies as of December 2024. Eric didn't just stop there. He continued updating the game for free, adding multiplayer, new events, more dialogue, and even new endgame content. All because he wanted players to have the best experience possible. As of now, he's still developing games. His next title, called Haunted Chocolatier, was announced in 2021. It's set in a magical town, where the player makes chocolate in a haunted castle. The art and vibe are similar to Stardew Valley, but it focuses more on fantasy and combat. However, its release date remains uncertain, with Barone targeting 2030. Eric Barone is proof that with passion, patience, and a lot of hard work, one person really can change the gaming world. At its core, Stardew Valley follows a simple but satisfying gameplay loop. You start with a rundown farm you've inherited from your grandfather. Each day begins with the decision: do you water crops, go mining, talk to townspeople, or explore? As time goes on, you earn money, unlock new tools and buildings, and expand your land. Time moves fast in Stardew Valley. Each in-game day lasts about 15 real-time minutes, so planning is important. But unlike many games, there's no wrong way to play. Do you want to focus on growing crops and becoming rich? Go for it. Do you prefer fishing by the river or mining deep underground for rare gems? That's totally valid too. The game rewards effort, but never punishes you harshly. That's a big part of its beauty. Stardew Valley isn't just about farming, it's about people. The town of Pelican Town is filled with unique characters, each with their own routines, personalities, and storylines. You can talk to them daily, give them gifts they like, complete quests, and attend seasonal festivals. As your relationships grow, You unlock heart events, little cutscenes that reveal more about each person's life. Some characters deal with real-world problems like depression, alcoholism, and family struggles, which adds depth and emotion to the game. You can also choose the date and eventually marry certain characters. Once married, your spouse moves in, and you can even have children. These interactions give the game a lot of heart. You're not just building a farm, you're becoming part of a community. One of the reasons Stardew Valley has stayed so fresh is because of its incredible modding community. Mods are player-created additions or changes to the game. These can include new crops, animals, and tools, visual upgrades like high-resolution textures or new character art, quality of life improvements like better inventory systems, entire new storylines or characters. Some popular mods even add new farms, events, or magical elements that feel like full expansions. Installing mods is easy with platforms like Nexus Mods and tools like Smappy, the Stardew modding API. The game's creator, Concerned Abe, has always supported the modding community, which has helped it grow even stronger. If you ever feel like you've seen everything in the base game, mods open the door to endless new experiences. So, what keeps players coming back to Stardew Valley after months or even years? First of all, there's the open-ended nature of the game. You set your own goals. Second, there's the seasonal cycle. Each season has its own crops, events, and opportunities. And third, there's a sense of peace. The music, the pixel art, the relaxing pace, it's comforting. And then there are the updates. Since its release in 2016, Concerned Ape has continued adding new content, multiplayer mode, new farm layouts, even expanded endgame features. Players who leave often return months later to find even more things to explore. The game is also available on many platforms: PC, Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, even mobile, so you can play it anywhere. For many people, Stardew Valley becomes a part of their daily life. It's more than a game, it's a gentle escape. Stardew Valley is a perfect example of what happens when passion, creativity, and community come together. From humble beginnings as a one-man project, it has grown into a global phenomenon. Eric Barone didn't just build a game, he created a world that millions of people feel at home in. You can build your dream farm, fall in love, raise animals, explore mines, and get lost in a quiet rural world that somehow always feels fresh. And the best part? You can play it your own way. No pressure, no rush, just simple joys, one day at a time. If you haven't played the game yet, I highly recommend giving it a try. And if you're already a fan, maybe it's time to revisit your farm and see what's new. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching.